Untitled Beats, what you think?
What is up, guys? In today's video, I will be continuing my series that looks at the journeys behind some of college basketball's best players. If you enjoy my videos, make sure to hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and check out all my content. I'll be doing a ton of videos just like this in the next few weeks, so make sure you check all of them out in my playlist link down in the description below. Make sure to leave a suggestion for a future video, and now let's get started. Today we have the Big 12's leading scorer and sophomore guard Devon Dotson. Devon picked up basketball when he was only 4 years old and quickly fell in love with the game. Growing up in Chicago, Devon was naturally a Bulls fan, but he fell in love with a particular player. Devon's obsession with Derrick Rose and his game began in elementary school, and he did everything he could just like him on the court. When he was in 6th grade, Devon and his family moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, and he was becoming an elite player by that time. Once he got to Providence High School, he immediately took the starting point guard spot, and as you can probably guess, he wore the number 1. As a side note, when Dotson was a freshman, he played alongside former SEC Player of the Year and Tennessee star Grant Williams. After putting in endless hours of work on the court during the summer, Dotson became one of the best players in Charlotte as only a sophomore. He started to gain interest from schools such as Clemson, Georgia, Rutgers, and Tennessee, but more importantly, he was getting interest from Kentucky. As his high school career went on, he became even better and picked up more prestigious offers. By the time he was a senior, he boasted offers from schools such as Maryland, Arizona, Kansas, and Florida. Ultimately, it came down to Kansas and Maryland, and he ended up choosing Kansas because he wanted to be a day one starter and compete for national championships. Dotson had big shoes to fill when he arrived in Lawrence, Kansas, as he was set to replace All-American point guard Devontae Graham. Kansas brought in a loaded recruiting class that included Quentin Grimes, David McCormick, and Udoka Azubuike. Transfers KJ Lawson, Charlie Moore, and Dedrick Lawson were also eligible, so it was going to be a down season for Kansas standards in my opinion. Despite what I thought, Kansas began the season ranked number 1 in the country, and actually proved me wrong as they beat Michigan State, Tennessee, Marquette, and Villanova before they suffered their first loss of the season on the road to Arizona State. Going into conference play, Kansas had won 14 consecutive Big 12 regular season titles, and many did not think that was going to change. Little did they know that Kansas was going to have a down year, and Texas Tech was going to have an even better year. After a late season loss to Oklahoma, the Jayhawks streak was officially over, and Texas Tech took care of the Big 12. They ended up losing to Iowa State in the Big 12 tournament, and earned a 4th seed in the NCAA tournament. They defeated Northeastern in the first round, before they got humiliated by the 5 seed Auburn in the round of 32. Dotson finished as the 4th option on the team behind Dedrick Lawson, LaGerald Vick, and Udoka Azubuike. He averaged 12.3 points, 3.5 assists, 3.7 rebounds, and 1.4 steals a game, and route to being named to the All-Big 12 freshman team and All-Big 12 third team. After Dedrick Lawson left for the NBA, KJ Lawson transferred to Tulane, LaGerald Vick left the team for personal reasons, Charlie Moore transferred to DePaul, and Quentin Grimes left for Houston. Kansas was left needing some answers, but cleaning the house was the best thing for them. They returned Dotson, Azubuike, Marcus Howard, Udoka Azubuike, David McCormick, and also brought in freshmen Jalen Wilson and Christian Braun, as well as senior grad transfer Isaiah Moss from Iowa. Because of this, Bill Self had the guys he wanted, and they're one of the toughest and best defensive teams going into the season. At times, they have had their growing pains like early on in the year. They have now hit their full stride and are currently ranked number 1 in the country. They look like they're going to be the number 1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament. I bet many of you would have picked them to win their brackets, but sadly because of everything going on, we won't have the NCAA tournament, so we'll never really know how far this Kansas team would have gone. Dotson has made a really good case to be an All-American, and he was recently named to the All-Big 12 first team. Currently, Kansas has a 28-3 overall record, and Dotson averaged 18.1 points, 4.1 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.1 steals, while becoming one of the best guards in the nation. I really appreciate you guys checking out today's video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you are new, make sure to subscribe. If you are a Kansas fan, check out my videos about Udoka Azubuike, Malik Newman, and Cliff Alexander. And if you're a college basketball fan in general, check out my videos about Luka Garza and Daniel Oturu. Hope to see you guys again soon. Peace.